Unfortunately, going into this matchup and the rest of the playoffs, I'll be without my star receiver. And if we make it further, at least we get Chase Young back next week. Let's hope for the best and keep everybody healthy this week. Yeah, if we're ready. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. I'm not going to put points into that offensive coordinator. He's probably going to get hired. After the season. All right, let's see. Who's their quarterback? Don't know. It's not J.J. McCarthy, I'll tell you that.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Desperados coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, it's our main event between the Minnesota Vikings and these guys defending their home turf. Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock. As to all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Bruce Holloway.
Excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate. That defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. That QB speed is a difference maker.
And he's brought down for a loss.
On these first and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
They kick the running back in motion. Completed over the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He'll throw it. He's on the move.
He's
running for it.
Honestly.
Down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job in the field and knowing when it's his
some holding.
it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Pass play now.
Yeah, you ain't getting away that time.
And they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort in the previous play is gone. Credit.
I don't think so.
That's part of this game. You got to snap.
They're ready for what's coming. I'm not getting ahead of myself.
And they do get home that sack.
For what we hope is coming.
Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how high I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
That's caught for the first.
Son of a biscuit eater.
Right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate?
King of giving up third downs. That was ridiculous.
Yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
That was bad.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
And he doesn't see a window.
3rd and 19. Let's not give this up. Hold him to 3, I'll be happy.
Sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws.
Good Trey Lance cheering his team on.
And not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
It is caught left side.
Let's go.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Not this time. Not this time.
So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner.
No penalty either. I'm not even going to try to block because I can't block him like you.
Cardi's kick is good. In the opening drive,
Every time I get close, it's a penalty every time.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young, talented quarterback in his first season out of Arkansas.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series.
What a find. What a find.
And he made a one-handed
First
play in the
round. It
World
wasn't like
Series
a
and was asked about
hidden
it
gem.
afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
The first carry now for Jonathan.
Ooh, that wasn't good.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive
Stick-to-itiveness. Are you sure you have the first pick? Did New Orleans tank all the way? Because it'll change. It might say 1 right now. I haven't looked. I didn't see what their record is. But I would imagine that Jaden Daniels having a good the year that he had can't have had the worst record. He did? Well, good. Lucky ass. I would almost. I mean, you got a quarterback for the next I don't know how many years. 3 and 14. No, I didn't even see. I meant to check that.
This upcoming call a little less daunting.
Gets this one to Watson.
Thank God I have Watson.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards, and it'll give him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third
What?
down. It's the money down.
That's not correct, but okay, I gotta switch that. I need Chase Brown as my 3rd down back.
Nice and continue the series.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Catch made by Chase Brown.
Boom.
Into the end zone. Touchdown.
He had over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, actually. He had 1,300 receiving yards and just under 1,000 rushing yards.
Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
It's very important to this offense. Two running back system.
The 80s, where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's
Well, I got them both cheap to start with, but running backs aren't super expensive, and Chase Brown's only 80-something rated. Jonathan Brooks is the one that will probably go eventually. By the time he's out of his contract, though, he's probably going to be regressing. I got him signed for a while, I think. But this guy, this rookie I have that had to play, I subbed everybody the last week of the season, the second half anyway. And this kid came in and ran, his first time he played, 12 carries, 194 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Oh, good, the Colts are out. Good. Patrick Mahomes can stay out.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket.
I ain't Chase Young, but Overshawn is back. Woo! Chase Young will be back next week.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 8 yards, but they still need 12 now on 3rd down.
Come on now.
They'll throw it. No place to go, so he just threw it.
Let's go.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time.
Punt returns I'm horrible at unless I have like a wide open.
Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive.
Rarely
contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early
have a
lead,
good punt
no
return.
Points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15
That's
plays.
not fair.
Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They just had a big game last week. These are all big games now.
It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's officially in the enemy territory.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna give him the opposing 49.
We'll see. We're not going to have that game, but that's okay. As long as we win it, I think all will be forgiven.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you have ready, though, you can recycle it. Save
Come on, middle linebacker. Come down. Come down. No?
It's cut right side by Watson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They just get the play off. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he works
Oh,
his
no.
38 before going
You do
in.
love linebackers.
That'll do
I
it for
really
the
looked
score of this
at the
NFC divisional round
prospects, I don't think.
7-3 is our score. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, let's see if we can't. That's his name, Bigsby? The linebacker?
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at
You had
another
Tank.
1st and 10
You had his cousin.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks.
Ooh.
Looks like he got it to the 27.
Because you probably favor. Yeah, you favored it, exactly. I saw that and I was like, that's only because he has to have one on his favorites. I did see the mock draft. I thought that was funny.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. And that is a touchdown.
No. Brooks is fine.
The Desperados now lead by 10. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
And Watson's a good
So Brock, this
backup for
offense
Leggett.
looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Aubrey Good on the point after.
That's right, Brock Heward.
Desperados drive their lead
We are
to
putting the
11.
pieces together. Look at those big boys. Bruce Sternum will not be able to return for this game. That's right. We didn't have him the last game either. The whole game he didn't play, so they're making us earn it.
Now to kick this one away.
But depth is something we have. That's why we have no room in the cap next year. Can't we've already resigned everybody I want, but
Inside the 25.
for free agents, I literally have $7 million in the cap. That's it, without restructuring. So if there's someone I really want, besides we have rules, so there's that as well.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Has him on the
God.
hitter.
That was my fault.
Push this upfield and earn them a new
You have-
set of downs.
I've definitely overpaid some. I mean, I had Chase Young I paid, Jonathan Brooks I paid. I think Leggett I may have paid some good money to.
Throwing now on 1st.
Oh, that should have been a pick.
That's into the hands of Moore. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Yeah, you got Blanton and Worthy, and now Ford.
As offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make
And
it
Harrison's
a
on
short game.
my division.
Win too.
I
Sometimes
can't believe you did that to me. I can't believe they finished 3 and 14.
Second down. Looking for a throw here.
Oh, that's a mistake, homie.
And he's there to
Oh, you should have picked it.
incomplete.
Yeah, it was a win-win for you. Yeah, it's a lose-lose for me. I know.
No connection on the left.
Ay, ay, ay.
3rd down. Shotgun snap. There
I wouldn't have thought the pick would have been as high, though, to be honest. How do I let that happen?
And they catch up to him.
Jordan,
Not until he's got a huge
where are you
gain
looking?
and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to get the Vikings the 1st down. Now we're on here with Blake Corum. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Dislocated ankle. Man, I'm losing.
He's got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 20 line.
Jeez.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free.
Ooh.
And that brings up 4th and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field.
Let's go.
Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Oh, we lost Jonathan Brooks. That's right. I got to change the depth chart.
straight ahead. It's Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the... Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was taken out. First and 10 from the 41. Blown back to the backfield, and they give it to him.
That's no bueno.
He's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. He's dropping back to throw. Finds Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Looking to the air here. That's complete. Here's Brown. And this one's worked down to the...
No, we're just resting Brooks. We know he's all right.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball at the 33.
Gotta have him fresh for next week.
Blown back, it's the handoff.
Ooh, damn.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by Deion Henley. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Look at all those tired
That's a
bodies.
run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And a couple of teammates
It's okay. It's okay.
stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Has it in close. And he's real close to that goal line at the 1.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of...
Oh, what an effort to bring in that short throw. And he's got it. That's a layup for
That's when everything goes right. Everything goes right.
the Desperados boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Desperados push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Working quickly here. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
playing again following the sack. Complete out to the right.
Ouch.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
Let's go. Oh, my goodness.
The Desperados get more points to end
Whew.
the first half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados continue piling on
Against me? Well, you just had one to win the game earlier. And you, like I said, you lost the playoff game that way too, like the last second of the game. That was Mahomes and the Colts.
Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them
Good
backwards.
Georgia boy and the Kobe Dean.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an
Yeah.
absolute beating in this first half. And you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters. And if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Who's going to field this at the 2?
Damn.
Makes it up
Make
to
a
the
block.
25.
Look at that.
Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up. So we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
We didn't make it to play you last year.
One of the tight ends motioning left.
You got beat by Arizona.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he stopped.
Flag, penalty, face mask, face mask, face mask. What? Come on. You grabbed my running back's face mask, I thought. Christian Watson, buddy.
They say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it.
Ay, ay, ay.
That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Really just wanted to run the ball.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got Watson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's a pickup of 9. And they'll have 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Try Brock.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Zone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Woo!
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Brown on the inside give. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stop
Caught
by
from
Deion Henley.
behind.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Don't like this defense.
One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run now on 2nd.
Did you see that? Because I pressed the button, lateraled it backwards. Jeez Louise. That was so lucky that I got that ball back.
May not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
They'll get this one to Brown. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Desperados grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Desperados grow their lead yet again.
All right.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings now set to take the field. And this game might be going better if he could.
All right. Good long opening drive.
Airing it out to start this drive.
That's my fault.
Hutchinson reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That'll go for an 18-yard
Okay.
And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Motioning the tight end now. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first.
Son of a biscuit eater.
Bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I was very much liking the idea of not giving up a touchdown. That's okay.
They'll try and punch it in. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Nothing on that play, and now we have 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now...
It's third and goal. Back to throw. Pocket isn't good enough. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes.
First and goal from the 1.
Constantly, they are a step ahead.
Denied.
What this offense is trying to do.
Hope you're watching, San Francisco.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Returnable from the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Going with Brown on the ground. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Sad.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. They have it. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up.
Man!
In need of some attention.
No!
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Not the backup running back. Like, he's a lot more important than we realize.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It's cut right side by Watson. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Oh! Hold on to that ball.
LeBron, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Pass play coming here. Watson with the catch. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Now it's Brown. Has the touchdown. The Desperados continue piling it on here in the 4th. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Desperados continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. and set, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And little to nothing on that return.
Oklahoma City.
The offense getting set to go.
Looking good.
And all the
Going
touchdowns
into
are
that
trying to catch the balls around the
NFC
league.
Championship
Came out unexpected
game.
For those of us who saw how well he
They
was
will be
throwing.
on the road.
He got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's
But it
gonna
looks
continue
like
to
they
improve and
could
play
be
better.
up to the
This
test.
defense tried and tried and
Only
failed
lost
to
this
find
year is to
anyone
those
slow down.
Niners. Eric Parker thirsts for revenge.
Drive starts out with a 1st and
That
10.
defense. I just remember that's the last second touchdown you're talking about. I think that we should have went to overtime. Instead, you won the game. Oh, that hurts.
A run with Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watched the
That
body
was
language of the running back
so
because it'd be
horrible.
very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Completed.
Damn.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the ground, Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Oh, don't you get hurt. Don't you get hurt.
This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. Gets him on the in route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. What? It's a fart mode. That's awesome. Is that real? Like, that's a real thing?
Morning here in Oklahoma City. Desperados authoring a blowout here.
Excuse me. That is amazing, actually. I had no idea that was a thing. Why haven't I heard about this fart mode?
It's 3rd and 2. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Up to the line. And
Just running some time off the clock here. That's so fucked up. That's awesome. I want it just for that. You can like blame people, like put it on their seat. That is the coolest shit. Does Allie aware of this? Have you like, can you like use it, or does she know? Like, is she hip to it?
Brown on the carry. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they get this down to the 28.
Gray, of course, Gray's got it all figured out already. It's probably his favorite thing in the car. That is awesome.
They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Offense to the line for second down. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game.
Niners,
they're going to need the same type of effort from this game.
come out and play.
And earn that Super Bowl appearance.
Niners,
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our
come
entire
out and
hard-working crew. I'm
play.
Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Desperados are your winners as we bid you farewell from Oklahoma City.
Feeling good after that one. All right, let's check it out. Uh-oh. If we win this season, we might. The most anticipated game of the year, right here. Bigger than the Super Bowl. Like the Cowboys and Niners were back in the day. All anybody cared about was the NFC title game way back then. Before the Patriots were any good. Yeah, this is the game. Ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to both teams, except for we know who deserves to win. So, yeah.